Welcome to Today in Nerd History. The Star Trek episode The Lights of Zetar aired January 31st, 1969. In this episode, a mysterious twinkling mass of energy ravages an important archive, and Scotty's new girlfriend may be linked to it. The Star Trek Deep Space Nine episode, Captive Pursuit, aired January 31st, 1993. In this episode, through a friendship with a bizarre alien, O'Brien and the rest of the officers of Deep Space Nine learn that other beings do not respect life quite as much as they do. The Star Trek The Next Generation episode Sub Rosa aired January 31st, 1994. In this episode, after her grandmother dies, Beverly encounters a ghost lover who has courted the women in her family for 800 years. The Star Trek Voyager episode, Repentance, aired January 31st, 2001. In this episode, when Voyager transports a group of prisoners on their way to be executed, the crew question the justice system of the aliens' planet. The Star Trek Discovery episode, Point of Light, was released January 31st, 2019. In this episode, a surprise visitor to the Discovery brings shocking news about Spock and dredges up past regrets for Burnham. Following the asteroid incident, Tilly struggles to keep a grip on her reality. L'Rell's authority on Kronos is threatened. Happy birthday, Justin Timberlake, born January 31st, 1981. Justin Randall Timberlake is an American singer, songwriter, actor, and record producer. Raised in Tennessee, he appeared on the television shows Star Search and the all-new Mickey Mouse Club as a child. In the late 1990s, Timberlake rose to prominence as one of the two lead vocalists and youngest member of NSYNC, which eventually became one of the best-selling boy bands of all time. He began to adopt a more mature image as an artist with the release of his debut solo album, the R&B-focused Justified, which yielded the successful singles Cry Me a River and Rock Your Baby, and earned his first 2 Grammy Awards. From 2008 through 2012, he focused on his acting career, effectively putting his music career on hiatus. He had starring roles in the movies The Social Network, Bad Teacher, Friends with Benefits, and In Time. Remembering Gene Simmons, born January 31st, 1929, and passed away January 22nd, 2010. She had been acting since 1944, appearing in British films such as Give Us the Moon, Caesar and Cleopatra, and Great Expectations. She then played supporting roles of Conchi in Black Narcissus. In 1949, she starred in the original British version of the romance adventure The Blue Lagoon, and co-starred with her then-husband, Stuart Granger, in the romantic comedy Adam and Evelyn. Her first American production was in 1952's Angel Face. In 1953, she was selected as Best Actress by the National Board of Review for her performances in 3 films released that year. One was Young Bess, and another was The Actress, and the third was The Robe. She also starred in the comedy Androcles and the Lion, and the 1954 film Desire. She co-starred in the 1955 musical Guys and Dolls in 1957. She starred in 2 films, This Could Be the Night and Until They Sail. She starred in the 1958 western The Big Country. She was in the 1960 film Elmer Gantry. She earned a 2nd Academy Award nomination and a 5th Golden Globe nomination for her leading role in a 1969 drama, The Happy Ending. Her other film credits during the 1960s include Mr. Budwig and the 1968 TV movie Hyde. Her other credits during the 1970s include Mr. Sycamore in 1977, Hawaii Five-0, The Dane Curse, and Beggarman Thief. In the 1980s, she played Fiona Fee Cleary in The Thornbirds, Clarissa Main in North and South, and North and South Book 2 the following year. Disney's miniseries adaptations of Great Expectations, Valley of the Dolls, A Small Killing, Midas Valley, Perry Mason, The Case of the Lost Love, and Inherit the Wind. Her only 2 movies in the 80s were released in 1988, The Dawning and Going Undercover. In 1983 and again in 1985, she guest starred on the series Hotel. In 1989, she guest starred in a 2-episode arc on the mystery series Murder, She Wrote. In 1991, she starred in the reimagining of Dark Shadows. She played 2 characters on this show, Elizabeth Collins Stoddard and Naomi Collins. In 1993, she was on Angel Falls. She played the retired Rear Admiral Nora Satie in the Star Trek The Next Generation 4th season episode The Drumhead in 1991. Other TV movie credits in this decade include movies People Like Us and One More Mountain. Her sole feature film credit during the 1990s was the 1995 drama How to Make an American Quilt. In the last years of her career, she lent her voice to foreign animated films, including the English version of the acclaimed 2005 Japanese film Howl's Moving Castle. In addition, she had a voiceover role in the 2001 Japanese animated Final Fantasy The Spirits Within. She later lent her voice to the Chinese film Through the Mobius Strip. Remembering James Franciscus, born January 31st, 1934, and passed away July 8th, 1991. James Grover Franciscus was an American actor known for his roles in movies and 4 TV series, Mr. Novak, The Naked City, The Investigators, and Longstreet. He was born in Clayton, Missouri, and in 1957 received a Bachelor of Arts degree in English and Theater Arts from Yale University in New Haven, Connecticut. His first major role was as Detective Jim Halloran in the half-hour version of the Naked City TV series. He guest starred on Hennessy and on The Americans. He starred on The Investigators and was also in the 1961 episode The Empty Heart of The DuPont Show. He had a minor role in an episode of The Twilight Zone entitled Judgment Night in 1959, and a major role in an episode of Alfred Hitchcock Presents called Summer Shade in 1961. He starred in I Passed for White in 1960 and in 1963 was on The 11th Hour, Combat, and Miracle of the White Stallions, and in the big screen version of Jonathan Livingston Seagull. Along with Lloyd Bridges, he served as host as the syndicated real-life adventure series Waterworld, which aired from 1972 to 1975. In 1977, he starred in his fifth television series, Hunter. He was also in the movies of the 60s and 70s, such as Youngblood Hawk, Snow Treasure, The Amazing Dobermans, Marooned, Beneath the Planet of the Apes, City on Fire, When Time Ran Out, The Valley of Gwangi, and The Greek Tycoon. Also in The Cat o' Nine Tails, Killer Fish, and Great White. He turned to writing screenplays and producing, and in 1991, the year of his death, he worked as an associate producer and screenwriter on the movie 29th Street, and it was his final project. Happy birthday, Christine Rose, born January 31st, 1951. She was a regular on the TV series Ferris Bueller, which was based on the movie Ferris Bueller's Day Off. She also had recurring roles on Picket Fences, Grace Under Fire, Providence, Ellen, and Charmed as Claire Price. She played the role of Giral in the Star Trek The Next Generation episodes Birthright Part 1 and Birthright Part 2 in 1993. She has had guest roles in various other shows, including Seventh Heaven, Life Goes On, Friends, Days of Our Lives, Passions, Party of Five, The Wonder Years, Matlock, Malcolm in the Middle, Ally McBeal, Murder, She Wrote, Boston Legal, Diagnosis Murder, Nash Bridges, CSI Crime Scene Investigation, NCIS, NCIS Los Angeles, The Practice, LA Law, Chicago Hope. Yeah, the list goes on and we're only about halfway there. Anyway, Crossing Jordan, ER, Saint Elsewhere, Gilmore Girls, Kate and Alley, Murphy Brown, Newhart, Growing Pains, How I Met Your Mother, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, Clueless, Dharma and Greg, Life with Bonnie, The Nanny, The Jamie Foxx Show, The King of Queens, 2.5 Men, Big Love, The Mentalist, 6 Feet Under, and the aforementioned Charmed. From 2006 to 2010, she played Angela Petrelli on the NBC series Heroes, and she reprises the role in the 2015 miniseries Heroes Reborn. As for her roles in movies as of 2009, she had a small role in the movie He's Just Not That Into You, and was one of the main supporting characters on the Disney Channel television movie Go Figure. Remembering Norm Prescott, born January 31st, 1927, and passed away July 2nd, 2005. He was an associate of Filmation, and as such was a producer of Star Trek The Animated Series. For his work on this show, Prescott, along with his production partner Lou Scheimer, won a Daytime Emmy Award in the field of Outstanding Entertainment for Children's Series. He also voiced an Orion lieutenant in the animated episode The Pirates of Orion, and the Romulan commander in the animated episode The Practical Joker. Prescott and Scheimer have produced many popular animated TV programs under the Filmation banner, including The New Adventures of Superman, Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids, and He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. Forgive me. Under the pseudonym Jeff Michael, which was actually the names of his two sons, Jeff and Michael, Prescott also co-composed the music for most of Filmation's programs, including Star Trek The Animated Series. Remembering William Bryant, born January 31st, 1924, and passed away June 26, 2001. William Bryant, born William Robert Klein, was an American actor who is one of the more recognizable television character actors of the 1960s and 1970s. He appeared in films such as King Dinosaur, Escape from San Quentin, Experiment in Terra, How to Murder Your Wife, The Great Race, What Did You Do in the War, Daddy, McHugh, Walking Tall Part 2, Heaven with a Gun, Chisholm, Macho Callahan, Wild Rovers, and The Deadly Trackers. Most of his career was made of TV, including Hallmark Hall of Fame, Frontier, Casey Jones, Tales of the Texas Rangers, The Gray Ghost, Maverick, The Rebel, Have Gun, Will Travel, The Rifleman, Laramie, The Virginian, Rawhide, Lancer, Miami Undercover, The Blue Angels, Ripcord, Combat, Empire, Mission Impossible, Mannix, Gunsmoke, Bonanza, The Man from U.N.C.L.E., The Wild Wild West, Death Valley Days, Alias Smith and Jones, which is a really fun series. If you haven't seen it, you should check it out. Banachek, McCloud, Columbo, Petrocelli, Cannon, The Rockford Files, Barnaby Jones, Code R, The Fall Guy, Shazam, and many others, believe it or not. He played the role of Colonel Crook in 16 episodes of the TV series Hondo, and part of the cast in Emergency as different engine company captains, and also in Branded as Ulysses S. Grant, and in Lancer as Sheriff Gabe. In Buck Rogers in the 25th Century, he played Cowan in the episode The Hand of Gorel. In Battlestar Galactica, he played Fire Leader in the episode Fire in Space. Happy birthday, Amy Jackson. Born January 31st, 1992. Amy Jackson is an English actress and model, best known for her work in Indian films. She began her modeling career at the age of 16 and went on to win the Miss Teen World competition in 2009. She is also known for playing the role of Imara Ardeen, Saturn Girl, on the third season of the CW's superhero series, Supergirl. Happy birthday, Jonathan Banks. Born January 31st, 1947. He played Golan Shala in the Star Trek Deep Space Nine episode, Battle Lines. He is perhaps best known for his Emmy-nominated role in the TV series Wise Guy from 1987 through 1990, and as Mike Ermatrot on AMC's Breaking Bad and its spin-off, Better Call Saul. Happy birthday, Billy McClellan. Born January 31st, 1974. William Joseph McClellan is a Canadian actor who played Barlow in the Star Trek Discovery episode Vaulting Ambition. He is also known for his work on The Silence, Maudie, and The Expanse. Remembering David Oliver. Born January 31st, 1962, and passed away November 12th, 1992. From 1983 to 1985, he played Perry Hutchins on the soap opera Another World. In 1986, he played the role of Sam Gardner in the miniseries A Year in the Life. He was also one of the founding members of Young Artists United. He played the holographic man in the Star Trek The Next Generation episode, Cost of Living. Well, that's it for today, folks. I appreciate you listening, and if you enjoyed the show, please feel free to tell your friends about little old me here. Have a wonderful day.